Hello everyone, this is Zodi and we're back with the Elder Scrolls Online. Today I want to give you some tips on how to find the Petrified Oak Loop in order to get, of course, the Oaken Soul Ring, the new mythic that comes with the High Art chapter. Now, a quick disclaimer beforehand. These tips that I'm going to be giving you are tips to improve your odds, and there is simply no guarantee that you will find it very quickly. You're still going to have to fighting the notoriously bad RNG. There's sadly no way around it, but you're going to be improving your odds. So the first tip that I am going to be giving you is basically have a thief build. This is very important because you're gonna want to be opening those lock boxes, and for this you need to be opening those locks. If you don't like that mini game, if you are bad at it, well, it's actually not that simple. You can use the locksmith passive and brute force those locks open. Just remember to unlock it here so that you improve your odds. Also, not being seen is usually also an advantage because you don't want to be getting some you don't want to get any it's a crime. Just don't be seen, right? For this you can use the CP passive here, out of sight. It reduces the radius you can be detected while you're sneaking. This is an improvement. There are also set bonuses that can improve this detection range in your favor, so use that. Just have a sneak build. That's the first tip. Now the second is you should be aware of the mechanics and how they work. Basically, you have to understand that there's a lot of rumors flying around, and most of them are just unsubstantiated hearsay, because only the lockpicker gets the lead. Only the one who opens the lock has a chance to get the lead. Everything that you hear on Reddit, on the official forums, or read in zone chat, it is not true. Only the lockpicker gets the lead. Then you should know about the respawn time. It is usually 5 minutes, but there have been reports of longer respawn times. I'm basically recommending you to keep track of the respawn time so that you know where to go and that you can work yourself out a rotation between the locks or the lock boxes that you want to farm. It's very important. But you have to be tracking those respawn timers. And then the last tip about the mechanics is there are different types of lockboxes. In Murkmire you have 3 difficulties: the simple ones, the intermediate ones, and the advanced ones. The advanced ones have the highest bonus probability to give you the lead, and I'm not sure how it works, but my guess is that you are getting more than 1 dice roll when you open a advanced lock. With the simple ones, it's just a flat percentage, 1 dice roll, you get it or you don't. And with the immediate, advanced, and the master variety of lockboxes, you would have more dice rolls. The actual percentage is not changing, but I'm pretty sure that the advanced ones are going to give you better chances overall. Because I got my lead from an advanced box at the 4th try, where I previously had like 20 tries on a simple box. It just didn't drop. So there's that. The third tip is to know how you're gonna open it, or how you're gonna be waiting for the spawn of the lockbox. And for that we're just jumping down. Whoops. Because here I have a little lockbox. Haha. Oh, that's too far. So basically what you want to be doing, or what you want to take care of, is that you're not forcing the game client to perform some sort of animation while you want to open the lockbox. And such animations can be putting away the weapons, or using the weapons, or anything, or just having that, that slight step towards the lockbox. These are all unnecessary animations, and you want to just get rid of them. So basically, have the lowest distance to the lockbox. Basically, whoa, just, oh, jeez, she's so fast. That's a speed build. Just basically sit on top of the stone point, crouch, put away your weapon, and be in first person view. Don't be in third person, be in first person. That's important. Okay? Then fourth tip is basically avoid prime time. You do want the least competition that you want to get, that you can get. It's essential. It's basically essential. Don't try to farm that lead during prime time. It's madness. It's really madness. Then obviously what I talked about previously already is have your, your mobile or some timer handy at the ready to take the time of the respawn timer. So once the lockbox goes away, so once somebody empties the lockbox, it disappears, and at that point the respawn timer starts. So it's important to empty it completely out. Whatever they say in the zone chat, it's wrong. Again, it's wrong. and then take the respawn timer, because you do not want to be sitting like 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes long and pushing frantically at that one interaction button. You don't want to be doing that. And speaking of the interaction button, here comes tip number 5. Rebind your interaction button. This is actually the big one. Go to controls and then go down here until you see interaction, and just take the second binding and bind it to your mouse wheel, ideally mouse wheel down. That's the important one. Obviously you're not going to be using the mouse wheel down for your camera, but you can, just like take another one for that, just for farming, just while you farm. This way what you can make sure is that as soon as you know that the lockbox is going to be spawning in a couple of seconds, you're going to be just getting into position, and then you're going to be starting to roll your mouse wheel, like you may be hearing it right now. And this way you're massively improving the amount of interactions that you are sending to the server. This is such a pro tip. It's really good. You definitely should be doing that. And now for the last tip. It's basically to be reducing your latency and improving your FPS. Obviously, I right now don't have those performance settings with me anymore because I don't want it. But there are a lot of guides to improve your FPS. You can check out Outcast on his website. He has a comprehensive guide. You're basically going to have to be changing your settings file in your game directory, and you're going to have to look up what to do, and you definitely want to be careful and have backups of that file, of the original file. So use caution. I'm not going to take any liability for whatever errors you're making. And the same thing goes even more for the latency settings. It's very important that you're understanding that there is a way to improve your latency while playing the Elder Scrolls Online, every online game actually. And that is only can be done by going into your DSL modem or your Fritzbox or whatever you use to dial from your home computer to the servers of your provider. In those boxes, in my case it's just a Fritzbox, they have maintenance interfaces, and in these maintenance interfaces there are there's usually some sort of setting where you can exchange maximum performance for maximum stability, and that is some settings like INP or RFIs. You want to all set to maximum stability. On the other side, you should know that with this you basically exchange bandwidth for latency. So if your wife wants to watch some videos on YouTube or stream Netflix or so, you probably should be asking her first if you're allowed to do that. I certainly had to. Well, anyways, I hope this helps you to get the bloody infamous Oaken Soul ring and the bloody lead for the Petrified Oak Loop. I hope this helps you, and please stay positive. You're probably going to be getting it very fast when you follow these tips. Anyways, this is Sodi, and all I want to say is happy hunting.